Let's talk here. It's 106.7 KROQ, KROQ. It's weekend one of Coachella, and I am joined by Bad Sons. Welcome to the KROQ House, guys.
Thank you. How's it going?
Oh, yeah.
Everything is good. So let me just throw this out. The first year of Coachella, you were probably like 5, not even knowing what Coachella was, right?
Potentially.
When is the first time you heard about Coachella? You guys are from Southern California, Thousand Oaks, but you first heard of it when?
Yeah, I
Chris?
don't remember the first time I heard of Coachella necessarily, but I remember the first time that me and Gavin went in 2011.
That's true.
We were 16 and we saw Arcade Fire and The Strokes and Kings of Leon and Kanye and all these amazing bands and Tame Impala for the first time. We didn't know who they were, and now to have finally made it here, and it's like 4 years later. It's crazy. So we're just kind of walking around, not understanding what's happening.
It's very, very exciting. I love the fact that you're from Southern California. If you could, tell the story about your first spin on KROQ on Locals Only with Kat, because it happened in a way that is just, I think, the perfect way. From what I know, you may have dropped the CD off and something happened from there. Could you pick it up from that?
Well, yeah. Well, Miles dropped it off at the KROQ building. He dropped it in the mailbox. And then at some point, months later, it wasn't any of the songs we have out now. It was a demo of our song Transpose. And at some point, a few months later, they must have, like, the well must have run dry, and like, oh, we don't have any songs left. What's that one? I don't know.
That didn't happen like that.
And so then we got that, luckily, and then it really, that's kind of what started a lot for us, and people started to pay attention, and that was when we kind of realized, like, hey, this is something we could really take seriously, and who knows what'll happen. And now we're sitting here, and I still don't know. Who knows?
It's very, very, very cool. And then what about touring in a very, very small van? I assume you guys hit the road and you weren't in one of those fancy buses. Describe the transportation you were using.
Well, I mean, the thing you have to understand is when you're finally touring, at that point you've been dreaming about touring for years. So it's like, I'll sleep on any floor, I'll eat Taco Bell however many times a day, and you love it. And I loved it, and it's so rad, and it's so great. And then when you start to tour in a bus, if that happens, it's crazy, and I don't know. We all just look at each other and laugh. We're just like, why are we here? I don't know. Let's try and make sense of it, and let's just try and be a good band.
Just so you know, even if I'm not on tour, I would still eat Taco Bell every day.
Sure.
I would do that every day.
People do it.
But at my age, I seek comfort now. I wouldn't sleep anywhere. I have to be in a comfortable bed. I don't think I could be I'm too old to be in a band now, unless I could be your roadie, but I would still get a nice bed.
We got a bus and we all went vegan. We just eat kale and all that.
Did you really or not? No, of course not. All right, and then what about what's the plans for the band? These guys, they're like 21 to 23, 24 years old. They were at Coachella. They were kids, but the band wasn't started then. What year did you guys officially become Bad Sons?
I guess 2012 is what it says on Wikipedia. So that's accurate to an extent.
Right. Cardiac Arrest and Salt, if you don't know these guys, 2 of my favorite songs by them. Thank you for being at the KROQ Coachella House.
Of course, thank you for having us.
We really appreciate it. And you're going to play here in just a minute. And Saturday at Coachella is when you guys take the stage. And before I let you go, you're sitting right here. Are there nerves for this show? Are you nervous for Coachella?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely. I mean, like I said, it's especially being from Southern California, I think it's like the pinnacle of a music festival. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. But aside from that, also, Gavin, you didn't mention a very important detail.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to bring up. I follow you on Snapchat. Been keeping up with all your updates.
You guys are
leading up to
actually
this.
Snapchat friends.
Yeah, Gavin. Well, did you see the one I put yesterday, the somewhat nude one, or not?
No.
Ooh.
Well, what?
I can
Now
show you
I'm
that
bummed.
after this.
Yeah, just send it to me personally.
Okay, I'll do that. Gavin, I want to ask you about the support from the city of Los Angeles for your band, because I think if a band is going to be successful, if you're from New York or Chicago, you need to have that support first. And I see on Twitter, I see on social media, every time you get a spin or you guys do a show, the chatter for the band is really cool. Talk about your fans specifically in Southern California.
I don't know. I feel like for some reason I thought that it would be like a lot harder to get fans in Los Angeles just
Right?
because every single band on earth comes through there. And so, I don't really see the specific Los Angeles-based fans interactions, but every single time we play a show in LA, it's so surreal to me.
It's weird because
we
there is
played-
that stigma to where it's like, oh, a Los Angeles crowd, people with their arms folded, you know what I mean? And then it seems like every time we're home and we play, the reception we get is so amazing.
We played so many shows in Los Angeles leading up to where we are now, to nobody, or to opening up for some guy in Steven Tyler's old band.
Put the whiskey.
Yeah.
Sell 200
So like
tickets.
now we play it so rarely that like every single time we play Los Angeles, I like freak out, and it's really weird.
I'm always impressed when there's young human beings that aren't just screwing around. Like, it's hard to get 4 people in a room and practice, let alone make a song, put it out, get on a bus, do a tour, get a flyer out, get a Twitter, that whole thing. And you guys are doing it, so kudos to you and congratulations on everything.
Thank you very much. It's crazy because, like, the 4 of us happened to be best friends before we were a band, and it's like people will say you have to either be in a band with your best friends or you can't be in a band with your best friends because nothing gets done and you're just hanging out the whole time and doing whatever else. So a lot of it is you have to be committed, you have to make the time, you have to do this and that, and then, hey, it pays off, and it's great. So, hey, it's all good fun.
Playing Coachella tomorrow. That would be Saturday. They are Bad Sons. I am Stryker. It's day number 1, the Friday here at the KROQ Coachella Party House. Thank you guys for being here.
I'm
Thank you.
Stryker now.
Ching.